And you're watching Pavlina's Kidz Place.
Whee!
Rock on.
Hey everyone, this is Pavlina from Pavlina's Kidz Place, and we are here at the Volusia County Fair, and I am here with the Paul Revere Raiders. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Awesome, that's great. So,
Good.
That's great. Awesome.
They're doing better until you screwed up our name.
I know, I'm sorry. I've been studying. Okay, so I didn't have school today. So I've been studying all day, and I think I'm having a fried brain kind of thing right now.
Well, you're doing good. It's
Okay,
Paul
okay.
Revere's Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, you did
I'm
good.
good,
Yeah. And
Good. Speaking of fried brains, I'm right with you. Okay.
He really is.
Yeah, I know, and it's weird because we had school yesterday,
Yeah.
but then not today, and then I have it again tomorrow.
Oh.
It's just what is this?
are you blonde? I mean, you just can't get the concept of like a day off in between. That's all right.
No, it's weird.
You're doing good. You're too darn cute.
It's a Tuesday anyway, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So you guys are amazing. You had so many hit records, all at once. What was that like for all of you and everything like that?
Well, I can't say because I'm a little too young to have those hit records, but these guys have been in the band
Yes.
40 years. Ask them.
Okay.
Well, it was wonderful, of course. Anytime you have a hit record, and actually most of those hits happened before my time too, because they were in the mid '60s to '73 was the last one. So.
Yeah.
Can we get an older guy in the group?
Yeah, is there anybody older? No.
But it is a pleasure performing these songs every night. We have fun at work every night. We never go to work. We just play.
Yeah, I was gonna say how is it performing them all the time? That's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
I've
definitely
had a real
amazing.
job. I know what it is to have a real job. But no, we've recorded other albums as well, so
Yeah.
we've been pretty lucky. We've had a great time and a great longevity and everything like that. And we have Paul's son in our band,
Yes.
Jamie. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the big, good-looking kid on the end there.
Paul Revere recently, passed away.
Yes.
How has that, been on the band and you guys in general?
Well, this is the first night that we're actually just starting a new chapter tonight,
Yeah.
and it was a little bit different, and we're missing him very much. There's a big hole there, but I think we're going to be fine. Seem to be well received,
Yeah.
and we've got a good-looking lead singer. So what's not to like? Good-looking drummer.
Love your nail polish.
Oh, thanks. It's chipping, but yeah, thanks. Thank you.
He's the mysterious
Yes,
one.
I am the quiet, mysterious one. I am the George Harrison of the Raiders. Yes.
Yeah, but
What can I say?
Paul wanted us to keep the music alive and keep the legend that was Paul Revere and the Raiders. Keep
Yeah.
it going as
Yes.
long as we can. So, with his blessing, hopefully we'll onward and upward, as we say.
He taught us all very well.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
definitely.
And we're carrying some of the DNA.
I know, right? How was
Yeah, in a jar.
I don't know about DNA, but that's why I'm in the back. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's tall, so if he stands in front, he's going to be in my way.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I'm
no, I'm
really
kidding.
short, so I can just, stand.
No, he's awesome back there. He looks great.
Were
back
you
there.
actually at the show?
I was right in front.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the big drumsticks.
All right.
you
No,
had.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure you saw the big drumsticks. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it's, important stuff. So, Jamie, what was the coolest thing about your dad?
There's too many things to mention. I mean, what a great personality, and he touched a lot of people in his lifetime, and it was really nice to see all of the people and the nice things they had to say. And he was a really cool dude. Into motorcycle riding, taught me how to ride when I was young, and allowed me to come play with the band and learn from these great guys. And it's a once in a lifetime thing to me.
Yes, yeah.
And I got a lot of great experiences from him.
Yeah, and I thought that was amazing because you guys totally dedicated the show to him, and you always talked about it. So I thought that was really, really nice. How would you guys really describe your music?
Rock and bloody roll.
There you go.
Garage rock, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's pop. It's popish. Nothing serious like today. They have all the lyrics and everything that are a bit dark.
Well, Kicks is an anti-drug song. It's got a good beat and you can dance to it.
It's all about fun. That's the whole.
Yes.
Their period was all about fun and a good time. So that's what it's all about.
Junk rock, we used to call it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that
You
though.
heard of junk food? We have
Yes.
junk rock.
Well, you can eat your junk food while you're listening to junk rock.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, I did an interview for something else a few weeks ago, and the man that was interviewing me was older, and he said, "How does it feel to be part of America's first hard rock band?" That's the way he labeled us. He said we were the first hard rock band in America.
You guys were kind of talking about, you know, the 60s, like that genre and or like that era. Genre. Yeah, it's 60s. Okay. So, how is that versus now? Because I feel like you guys, you know, were just so much like, there was so much more going on, like in the 60s, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I wasn't there, but like, it still seems really cool versus now, like where music is, like you were saying, really dark, so.
Yeah, the 60s was so much more awesome than
I feel
your
like
time.
I would like that, I know, right? Like, I feel like that'd just be so much more cool, like, to turn on the radio and hear something fun and like happy, instead of like, the 3 main things that are in every single song now.
Which are what?
Can you name the 3 things?
Like drugs and, you know, all that bad stuff.
Yeah,
Sex and rock and roll. Yes, drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
Yeah,
It's quite,
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you just sparkle. You're the most wonderful hostess. I mean, you just sparkle. You got a big career ahead of you.
You should have been in the 60s. You'd have been perfect back then.
She would be a great 60s girl, yeah.
There we go.
You need some go-go boots. That's what you need.
Yes, I'm really into like Doc
Raider
Martens.
boots.
Oh yeah, that would. Oh yeah.
Are those docs?
No, these aren't Docs. Actually, I just wore them because they have like the flag and it's like Veterans Day, which I think is so cool because you guys are like Paul Revere and like what was I gonna say?
Veterans Day and everything.
Yeah, Veterans Day
it's perfect
and
for-
Apple pie and mom.
yeah, it's just like it just so goes together. It's awesome.
talking
So I
concept.
figured the shoes would, you know, shoes are my thing. So
You had a whole
Yeah.
concept worked out.
yeah, I thought of it and then it's gonna work. So
We decided to
anyway,
wear these.
yeah,
You know.
I like that. It works.
We
It
ordinarily
just-
don't, but we
Yeah, I
decided
know.
to today. Yeah.
It's just a one-time thing.
Yeah, just one. No,
Okay.
no.
I know. Awesome, that's great. So my favorite song, well, one of my favorite songs from you guys is Indian Reservation, but it also has a really important like meaning behind it. Can you guys tell me more about that?
Well, obviously, it's a lot about Americans stealing the land from the Indians and how they were treated.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's a very touching song, because it hits some pretty sensitive issues.
Yes, definitely.
But tell her about how Paul sold the song. I mean, it wasn't a hit.
Oh,
And Paul, initially it wasn't a hit. Paul got on a chopper and took,
Oh, okay. I
a
was
big
like-
chopper, like an Easy Rider kind of, long. Oh, he's going to go show you exactly what it looked like. He's got a T-shirt with Paul on that very chopper, and he rode around the country to radio stations, put it in front of these people, and they played it. Became the first
Wow.
#1 hit for the Raiders.
Well,
Oh,
there
here
it
you
Father
go.
had a man build this chopper for him.
oh
Show
my
the camera.
gosh.
Show the camera.
And they, this was 1970, hence 8-foot chrome forks and pipes.
Look what a cool guy
And he,
Paul was.
yeah, this is what a cool dude he was. I mean, and this was just when the bike was finished, and he left to promote the Indian Reservation tour. And they crossed the country 3 times on these bikes, hitting every radio station,
Oh
getting them
my
to play the
gosh.
song. And I
It
think that's
became a number one.
became a
hit.
number 1 hit.
Yeah.
So I think having, the stars suddenly show up at a radio station going,
Yeah.
"Here's my song."
On a chopper.
Yeah, I think they were like,
Just kind of
okay.
wakes them up a little, you
It
know.
helped. It was a really good promotional tour.
You think
Yeah.
Corn's going to do that? I don't think so.
We're going around the country in a smart car, pushing everything. It's not working. Yeah, we all. It's like a
God.
clown car.
I was just gonna say, is it gonna be one of those things where you just like guys keep coming? It's like how many people can fit in there?
Our car and a Prius, right? We're gonna be the green guys, you know.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny because like I just got like my first car, which is a yellow Bug, and it's like convertible and stuff. I'm like, yes. But every time I see like a smart car, I'm like, oh my gosh, if that thing ever gets in a wreck, I swear it's just gonna smush.
Even with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was smart.
Your bug will kick the
Yes.
crap out of it.
Yeah. My like. It's not okay. Like it's not small, but it's not like huge. You know, like a truck or something.
But
I
it's
feel
not
like even
smart car small.
yeah, like what is up with those things? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't
I
understand.
had a Bug in '68, a red one. Yeah.
Oh my, like the vintage, you know,
Oh,
thing.
it was brand
that's
new.
so
It
cool.
wasn't
He used to
vintage
cross
then,
the
it was
country
brand
in
new,
a
you know?
VW bus
He had the VW
at
bus.
whole 50
Yeah, I had a
mile an
VW.
hour.
Yeah.
He was like a hippie. He was a hippie in the 60s.
That is the coolest thing. See, I would want that. That is like the cool. I would totally want that. But like my parents were like, no, you want like the automatic. And I was like, yeah, because I don't know how to do like the whole stick shift.
My wife and I, 2 dogs, 13 bags.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Seattle to Florida and all places in between, you know.
So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Very
Doing
very
gigs.
cool.
That's how you got to the gigs. Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
could you do me a favor
Yeah.
for the rest of the interview? Just do it like this. So, what do you think about music today?
I know, I'm just kind of like moving around, like where's it gonna go? Yeah, but I interviewed Gene Simmons from Kidz, and I read somewhere, I don't know where it was, but somewhere that they got like the costume idea, like, you know, to perform on stage and everything from you guys.
Yes. Yeah.
So tell me about
He
that.
actually got to meet Gene Simmons a couple of years ago, and Paul Stanley, and they both came to him and said what an influence they was. And my dad was kind of surprised, and I thought, well, they jump around on stage and wear costumes, real surprising. Where did they get that idea?
Who else recently? Twisted Sister guy, Dee Snider.
Yeah, Dee Snider,
He called Paul and said what a big influence, and Paul Schaefer from the
And
Letterman
Bob
show.
Thornton also
Yeah,
paid a nice
Yeah.
All these
tribute.
people just recently came forward and said, I've got to tell Paul what an influence
Yeah.
he was. You know.
And we
That's
think
amazing.
that Prince may have stolen a couple things too,
Really?
but he won't cop up to it.
You mean the artist formerly
He
known?
seriously stole. Like, we're missing some costumes. We think he actually stole them.
He does, man. Yeah.
You guys like lock the dressing room.
But
You don't
Seinfeld
need-
had some
yeah.
puffy shirts too,
That's
right?
right,
Yeah.
You guys are going on a cruise soon. I've been on a couple cruises. They're like the coolest thing ever, you know. How is that going to be? And you're going with the Letterman and the Buckinghams, right? How is that?
And the Guess Who?
Great. Guess
Oh,
who?
yeah.
Oh, it's going to be great. Well, you know, we're all still friends and everything. Even though Paul stole us all from those bands, they understood. I mean, you know, they understood Paul Revere called. I'm sure the Letterman understood too. Paul. I mean, the Buckinghams were, you know, wish me well, and we understand. Yeah.
That's very cool because I interviewed the Buckinghams and I interviewed the Letterman. So that's
cool.
Oh, look
You're
at
really
that.
getting around the circuit, aren't you?
Yeah, I move around.
You got to come on the cruise. You have to see us in speedos and the boots out by the pool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
See, you guys can give me the Revere boots, and I'll give you guys some Doc Martens.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, we'll do Doc Martens for our next costume, yeah.
No, I want the All-American sneakers.
Yeah.
Those will look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Doc Martens are like my thing. So,
I like
you know.
Docs too. I've got about 5 pair. You can convince Doc Martin to make a Paul Revere's Raiders Doc Martin. Maybe we need a Paul Revere's red, white, and blue.
Do that.
Well, I don't
That
know
is
red, white, and
so
blue.
awesome.
I don't know about red, white. They look good on you, but
Yeah.
just some black cool ones would be cool. Really
How many
nice.
years? You guys been doing the cruise for like 25 years, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even
Just
more.
this particular one for 25 years, and then we did them for
86.
yeah.
Just imagine it's like any other cruise, but you get 5 major concerts as well as everything else on the cruise. I happened to interview the Letterman again. Don't even bring this up because they don't actually know I've left.
Yeah.
They think I'm still there. I'm getting a check.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me.
Thank you for.
Yeah, you're cute as can be. We
What
just
kind of name is that?
Pavlina is Russian.
Russian. Do you
Yes.
speak Russian?
No, actually, I don't. Privyet
Why
is
are you in a
hello.
hurry?
Worthless. I guess the interview's over, or what?
Well, thank you so much for having us. You are adorable, and we wish you all the success in the world.
Last night, but when you